Right, with the Nutrien Equine Standardbred sales this weekend, Sunday, April 13th, starts at 11 o'clock. Parade on the Saturday starts at 12 o'clock. So we want to get those messages across. Dr. Kath McIntosh from Llowalong Farms joins me in a precarious little position. Hello, Doc.
Yeah, a little bit nervous with him just behind me, a little cold.
We're doing something a little bit different. You've got a draft of 14 horses, but we wanted to basically get back and, I suppose highlight why these horses, the success Llowalong Farms are having and continue to have, raising these horses on this, green grass, beautiful property you've got here. And such a friendly bunch of weanlings as well that we've got come and found our paddock too. You said this would be a good paddock. They'll stay over the back there and we won't have to worry about them.
All on top of us. Well, there's a half brother to the Glamour Jewel Century Pharaoh that's in the sale there. Yep. So she's a good mare. She goes in foal early every year, so the yearlings are well on their way. And this is the first group of weanlings that we've. There's a couple have already gone home, but first group that we've weaned this year.
It's a long process. It does come around very, very quickly though. Like we said, these guys will be going under the hammer next year, a lot of these horses here, but It is a long process. But you must be proud when we look at the Nutrien races on this weekend. You've got 5 horses representing the farm that were raised here, conceived here, raised here, went through the sales here, and the job that they're able to do for you.
Oh, absolutely. We have full faith in the type of athlete that we raise here. We put a lot of emphasis into their continued growth and management, and we're wrapped and really excited to be going out to watch them on Friday night, going around. It's just exciting to see that full cycle.
You must be wrapped. His name is escaping me right at the minute because when I said it would happen, the Arden
Nocturnal.
Yep. I can't remember his name every time. A run like that first up, you must have been so proud of him. And he sold last year, sold terrific by Better's Delight, and he sold last year, and he was must be wrapped with the way his performance was first up at Menangle the other night.
Oh, super! Arden New Butte, once again another clever purchase of Anne out of New Zealand, and the mare's got that foal by Better's Delight. We had the yearling this year go through Sydney by his Tall Dark Stranger. She's got another Better's Delight colt at foot this year. So, terrific run by that horse. And, Blake Fitzpatrick's got a couple of nice ones up and going up there.
Yep, you got 5, I think we worked out, representing the farm.
We've got one particular family that actually a filly that we have an interest in is Wheat Dealing Diamonds out of Vegas Diamond. Yep. And her little brother, our Night Fury Dan is in the 2-year-old final as well. So we're pretty proud of her first and second progeny both represented in the races for Nutrien on Friday night.
The other filly Karen's got, whose name's left me again. I'm a bad run.
Yeah, you are. So we've got Alice, A Lifetime for Living, which is the Pancare Foundation filly. So she was, born and raised here as well. So she's by Soho Tribeca, and she's in the same final as We Deal in Diamonds. So we're very, very happy to be represented by those two.
What's the last one then? There's got to be one more, and I'm in trouble too. I can cheat and look it up. I did know them all. I made sure I knew them all before, but don't stress, Gaff. I'll go through it as we go. It's no mistake why these horses get there, though. It is a long process, weaning, raising them, I suppose, conceiving them, making sure the mares are on the right nutrition. I wear a Barrastock hat. You guys feed Barrastock and recommend Barrastock, and that. It's a long process to these guys being out here, being able to play in a mob of horses. Not an overly big mob. That you can see at some farms, just a nice mob with a nanny mare there to look after them and stand under trees and eat green grass. There's no mistake why this happens.
Yeah, that's right, and we do have an emphasis on it. Our younger stock get all the best feed going through, and we have them on breed and grow pellets in every stage of their life, including the stallions. So we are confident in the program that we've got, and It is a process that doesn't stop, that's for sure. So, you're straight out of breeding season and we're into weaning and yearling prep and everything all happening at once. So it's a busy time for the team, and we really only get a couple of months downtime in the middle of the year nowadays.
It's confidential by poster boy.
Oh, of course,
yeah. I'm contagious, and he's done an awesome job. And while we're on poster boy, we're going to make sure we mention, he stands here, he resides here, he's one of your almost foundation size, we could say. Yankee Rockstar definitely is well represented. Both these horses in your draft this year. Well, Yankee Rockstar's only got the one, but these horses are eligible for the $100,000 bonus. Another thing that Llowalong Farms have been able to, I suppose, achieve, and we want to make sure that people are aware there's 15 horses in this sale. 10 of which are in your draft, eligible for this $100,000 bonus, and how that's going to work.
Yeah, so I mean, that was designed to basically say we're backing our stallions in to say that we think they're as good as all those accomplished sires. And, you know, we now know that, you know, Poster Boy finished the best rookie sire, 2-year-old sire last year, so that was phenomenal. And yeah, so the $100,000 bonus is if these horses, progeny, if you go and buy one from the yearling sales and it wins a 2-year-old Vic Bred final, so whether it's a trotter with Pastor Stephen or a pacer, with Poster Boy, Raging Bull, Yankee Rockstar, and Lather Up, then you'll get a $100,000 cash bonus.
Yep, and that's it. You don't have to pay anymore. No. That's once you've done that. If you can win the 2-year-old Vic Bred, you will, and it doesn't matter if it's a 2-year-old pacer, 2-year-old filly pacer.
Filly, colt,
or the
trotter or pacer. Yep.
Makes no difference at all. So it's a huge incentive to make sure you come and look at these horses. And I will say there's a couple of the Pastor Stevens that have attracted a lot of attention, and so they should. We're not going to single them out. And people need to come and have a look at these horses because they are, they got nice pedigrees. They're lovely types when you come and actually see the horse as well. Yeah, no, really happy. It just, you know, Pastor Stephen just leaves an impressive type, and, you know, they're built to go as 2-year-olds, and you'll certainly see some from our draft. You could just go and put them in the cart. They're ready to go, and they've had a really good yearling prep, and they're well grown out, mature and well developed, and we look forward to those finals in 2026. Anyone not aware, he's a full brother to Father Patrick. He's by Cantab Hall. We know what Volstead's done. We know what Father Patrick's done. It's a line that works here with the Australian crossed mares. It's a sign of speed, and go from there. He's actually here. He's a beautiful horse himself as well. So ticks a lot of boxes for people wanting to invest in a good stallion. Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited. We've had some really good reports around the 2-year-olds that at the moment that are just reaching the trials and getting ready to race. And there's some pretty exciting reports out there. Dennis Bice, great supporter of yours. I interviewed Bicey yesterday. He's got 2 horses in that. Unfortunately, neither of those are eligible for yours. They're both by different size, but always great to look after Bicey and look after his draft of horses. Yeah, he's got a couple of really nice types out of really well-renowned New Zealand families, and the What's the Dream filly by Mickey is she's a really classy filly. And very important update too. If you're not online, make sure you go online, because Birakiri out of that mare's had 7 starts now, 6 wins and a 150, which is just ridiculous. And it's a 150.0, like it is a ripper. He is flying that horse, and and you look at her get around the place, and she's just a really athletic type, and so we're really looking forward to a lot of interest for her. Yep. And then the Kura Mystic, she's got a Captain Crunch colt, and he's a ripper too. You can't do these years. This has been a long year. I know I've been going for about 9 weeks of selling, so you've been probably more, and probably 10 weeks of selling yearlings, and it goes a long time. You can't do this without staff just down there, and some of the guys are cleaning boxes, a couple of them are cleaning gear. It is probably, I suppose, what you don't see behind the scenes that so many of the staff do. You must be wrapped with how your staff have got through the season. Oh, it's phenomenal. I mean, the stud season in itself is huge, and then to roll into various sales and all over the countryside, and and at the same time, like, we're weaning and handling, the next group to come through, and the general maintenance of everything else on farm, and they do a phenomenal job, and I don't know that anyone really realises how much work goes into it, and the management, behind it, and they do a phenomenal job, and they'll be looking forward to loading them up in the morning and seeing them safely arrive into Melbourne and go through the process on Sunday, and then a few of them will be off on holidays. But they do a great job, and I think it's the other day Renee said to me, "Oh, do you mind if we leave the latest group of weanlings in for a couple more days? I'm just not quite happy where they're at." So, like, there's a standard, no matter how tired or how long the season's been, there's that standard that they adhere to themselves in doing the work that they do, and the pride, and having horses weanlings that they turn out in the paddock that they just walk up and catch and can lead in. I mean, we lead them all down the paddock once they're weaned. We can catch any of the yearlings in the paddocks and lead them up. Like, they handle them so well, and I think that pays dividends at the sales, because when the buyers come and look, they really appreciate that they can really pick up their legs and they're well behaved. And then the reports we get back from when they're broken in is the same.
oh, they were easy.
Yep.
And that's what we, as much as focus on growing out an athlete, I think handling them well and educating them well as young horses is also important, because people are going to go and spend money on that product, then they want to have less chance of something going wrong as possible.
We're also invested in the industry because I don't know the lot number, but the Raging Bull Beach Box, it's your second last horse in your draft, eligible for the $100,000 first win bonus. Renee, who is your stallion master and
jack of all trades.
Yeah, and I think your sounding block probably from time to time as well. That's her horse. So she's invested in this industry. She's actually selling through your draft in this sale, and we want to make sure that people are aware that these staff are invested in the future of harness racing. We've got to start celebrating it.
Yeah, that's it. They do the hard work, and they acquire a few mares along the way, and she'll have she's got a couple for next year.
Yep.
So it's exciting for them, and you just hope they get rewarded for their efforts.
Kath, thank you. They're back eating now. They do a little bit of everything, these guys. We didn't stage it. Kath's actual words were, we better get this done quick because we might get mugged, but they've been off and eating, and it's a great sign of content horses, and I think that's what you're trying to achieve, with your drafts that you have here. And, like you said, you walk out in the paddock and catch them. They'll also stay out of your way. They're not in your face, not dependent on you. They've got green grass, shade, the whole box and dice. I feel for them. I feel for that nanny mare. It's got to be a bad job, I reckon.
So the nanny mare is actually Hurricane Harley's mother. She's a beautiful mare, and she does a great job as a nanny, and she gives them enough kind of discipline that it's her space and her own personal space, but she's so quiet that they just learn to relax and they're not worried about anything.
Yep, and that's the other side of this industry that people don't realise. There is a life after racing, there's a life after breeding for so many of these horses, and it is a good life for them, even though we make a joke about it. I don't know too many ladies that would like to be stuck with, 6 adolescent colts around. It'd be very annoying, but I think also it gives them a future.
Yeah, and we have, we wean 50 foals, so we have, there's a number of nanny mares that we, once they're finished, they stay on, and whether they're, they might be old recipient mares or they might be ex-breed mares, whatever it may be, but as long as they've got beautiful temperaments, they stay on and be nannies. It's just great.
You arrive tomorrow morning?
We'll have 2 loads, so the bulk of them will arrive, around 9 o'clock, and then the second load, I guess, around lunchtime.
They'll all parade?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Yep. So they'll all parade when people give you time to get there. I think anyone getting out to the sales complex, if you get there first thing tomorrow morning, it's going to be a bit hard on everyone because there'll be a lot of horses. Some will have arrived this afternoon, but most horses I think are coming in tomorrow morning. But aim to be there about 12 o'clock onwards, and give people plenty of time. Get there, but please, as an industry, get there and support the people on the Sunday, even if you're not going to buy. A good crowd of people looking at other people's horses helps you, but helps your staff as well, that they're actually being rewarded. We want people out there and being positive about this great sport, and go from there. We want people at the races, want people at the parade. We've got plenty going on.
Yeah, it's going to be a great weekend. There's lots to celebrate, and be some really nice racing on Friday night. Yep,
5 horses and we got them all. We worked it out eventually, so it's all fine. Kath, thank you. Good luck. Thank you for the last, I got no idea because I actually thought it was only 9 weeks, but then I started thinking about it and you were selling back in January, so probably 11, 12 weeks. It's always fun. We try to do it different. We've done an interview very different every time and we try to change it up, so I really appreciate it, and good luck on the weekend to you and to the staff and to all your owners as well selling the horses, so thank you.
Thanks, Paul, appreciate it.